Hey family, thanks so much for joining me. So I wanted to bring you another video. I'm gonna turn the volume up. Alright, so if you didn't hear me, thanks so much for joining me, family. I'm bringing you another video. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. This is a timeless reading. You could also use this as a manifestation reading. All you need to do is claim this energy as your own. You could also, if you'd like to work with me on spiritual advice, twin flame stuff, and more, my information is in the description below. Um, and if you'd like to book a free consult with me, my Calendly link is in the description below. I get my information from God and from the Holy Spirit. I don't use any cards. And keep in mind, masculine can be feminine, feminine can be masculine. We all have masculine and feminine energies in our bodies, so use those terms as they make sense in your situation. All right, y'all. So let me get into it. So I'm going to talk about um, some angel numbers that have come up. And then I also want to talk about some things that have been happening lately with the Mercury in retrograde, and then also with the divine counterparts. So, first, some of you have a lot of choices in love. Some of you are deciding, do you go with the person that you were with before, a returning masculine collective? Do you go with the um, new love? Do you go with an option, another option? What do you do? So, it's just deciding which way you're gonna go. But for some of you, you're saying you're moving on from the former masculine because really having a chance to think back over the experience that you had, the things that happened, the things that you feel like happened with your masculine. Um, you had collective good intentions. You trying to protect them, protect their heart, really show them love, really just put yourself out there, be vulnerable, and they just kind of observed. And at times you feel like they were just using you, or they were just playing with you, or they were just taking advantage of the situation and seeing how much they could get out of it. Or it was like a fun ride for them, but for them, it might not have been love. And you feel like you were disrespected in the process because they didn't necessarily believe you and they didn't treat you the way that you were supposed to be treated for some of you. And they said, um, they just want to see, I guess, how far it will go. And then you got fed up, collective for some of you, and you walked away. And you said, I'm not going back. Whatever it is that they did, you're you recovered or are still recovering, and you've done a lot of great work, but it's just like you don't want to go through it again. And knowing the type of person that they are, whatever it is that they're doing, it's like you're saying, nah, I'm not playing with you. I'm not going through the same stuff that I went through with you. And so some of you are deciding to not go back, but to move on to someone new. For others of you are saying maybe you'll give them another chance because maybe they had a chance to grow and change and think on some things that happen and do it better this time. But for some of you, you're kind of saying, if they're not doing what they should be doing from the jump, I'm done. I'm not wasting my time messing with them. The thing is, collective, it's hard for the divine counterpart, the divine masculine, to let go because they've never been loved that way. They've never been cared for, protected. For you, you were kind, you were loving, you were gentle, you were generous, you were open, you were vulnerable. All these different things you were, and they've never met someone like you. They thought you were too good to be true. And then when they met you, they didn't know how to act. And so, for some of them, they just lost you. For some of them, you just pulled the rug from under them when you walked away. You just ghosted them, and they weren't ready. And some of them are still recovering from you leaving them, and some of them will never recover because they'll never meet another person like you. And they know that, and to live with that after they probably would have said they're a good person and they treat people right and no one treats them right and all this. They had a person that was good as gold, collective, and they decided whatever it is, they didn't want to act right. So they lost. Um and for you, you might be in a situation where you're with a new love, and for some of you collective, they are pouring into you. They're cautious because they don't want to get hurt. They're taking it slow. You're also taking it slow. You're pouring into them, they're pouring into you. Both of you are trying to show up and love each other the way you want to be loved. And for them, for some of you, communication is coming in. A confession, love confession, maybe a proposal. For some of you, something's going on with your professional life too, that maybe you have this opportunity. You might be able to work with a luxury brand. You might be able to work with a huge name in a certain industry or business, and you were hoping that it would come through, but on the other hand, you're like, well, if it doesn't happen, it's okay. I'm going to keep trying, keep building, whatever. But you might get a huge contract or something like that coming in that you won't believe, that's going to push you, like catapult you. Um, it'll feel like you're on a rocket ship to another tax bracket. So it's going to be amazing. You're going to see just how much you're going to accomplish from this. And it will be pretty amazing to see what you can get from this um, experience that you have. And as a new love for some of you is coming in, for others of you, you will be going to give the returning masculine a chance. Keep in mind that the money that you get, you might want to protect it. And I don't know, for some people, you might get some kind of documentation or something to make sure that your money is protected you if things don't work out with you and the masculine, because you might get married, you might get engaged, you just don't know how things might turn out with the two of you. Um, but you have so much love in your heart, and you're okay with lifting people up, giving to them. You have so much abundance. And one of the major reasons that you're getting your, you know, big break or, chance with this contract with this company or whatever it might end up being is because you're such a good person and you really care for people. Um, all right, so I wanted to tell you, all right, so before I get into that, Mercury is in retrograde, starting the 29th. So, which is tomorrow, which means I've been talking about it, but I'm just trying to get people ready. Communication could be an issue, or for others, you may be thriving in these areas. Leadership, You may be thriving teaching others, communication, talking, speaking. You could be doing traveling. You could be doing working with technology, but on the other hand, some of you might have issues with communication, being understood, understanding others. You might feel like you're dense at times, like you don't understand. And that's, with Mercury being in retrograde, that could be something that's happening. Could be an issue with travel. You could have an issue with your vehicle, getting unscheduled maintenance on it. You could have an issue with leadership. You could have an issue with speaking. You can have an issue with foundations crumbling and new leaders arising. For some places, a lot of things could be happening with learning, education. Um, it could be more dismantling of the education system actually, and maybe a new one or a different one is being built to replace it. So you might have some issues with for some reason what came up as like financial aid with college or something. I'm not really sure. But that might be relevant for some of you or some other people. You may have someone passing away in your family, but it may be someone that was ready to pass away. And it's different because the age might shock you. They might be like really young, and you might be saying, what happened? They left so young. But for some people, they don't want to um, continue to suffer, struggle, go through things. It's important for you, I would say, to continue to lift yourself up. You might be listening to stuff, watching stuff, reading stuff, looking at pictures or whatever that lift you up. You might want to travel, take a vacation, go somewhere. Just enjoy yourself is maybe what you need to do. Um, you might be seeing some beautiful things. You might be going to a huge fancy hotel or resort, something like that. You might be going to an event. You might be celebrating for the holiday. For some of us, it's the Independence Day, 4th of July weekend coming up that we celebrate. I know everyone in the world doesn't celebrate that, but just finding chances, opportunities to get away. Um, like I've been telling you about, and you might be getting away with your divine counterpart. Again, they might be doing a love confession. They might be proposing to you. You might be going on a trip, a staycation, a honeymoon. Um, you might be getting like they might be feeling bold and telling you that they want to spend the rest of their life with you, whatever, moving your relationship to the next level, or you might be getting into union, you might be meeting your twin flame. So, um, let me get into this angel number. So, the one that I'm going to be looking at is 222, but a lot of them have come up and fallen out of the sky for me still. So, what does 222 mean for twin flames? Um, it could mean that the two of you are trying to find balance in your relationship, in your union. As a mirror soul, you're going to be a reflection of each other. So it may take you, like as Mercury is in retrograde, communication might come up. It might take you extra work to understand each other and be understood by each other. But investing so that you really do have a deep understanding of things and of each other will be important. And if you want to be successful in the union, it will definitely be important for you to put in extra effort to make sure that you're understanding, being understood. Focus on the positive, focus on the good things in your union. um, let's see. You might be making some big decisions together. Make sure that both of you are sharing information, you're hearing each other. That is important. Um, Harmony, balance, peace, um, working together, love. Know that everything is going to work out in your best interest is one of the things that 222 is telling you. Believe, have faith that everything is going to work. Um, for your career, um, first for your spirituality, you're on the right track. That's what the message is. Trust your intuition. Stick with the positive thoughts, positive frequency. Um, Definitely focus on building your faith or increasing your faith and knowing that you should believe because things are going to work in your favor. Um, but harmony, working together, has been something that I would say is important. Another number just came up. Interesting. So, um, yes, I would say just continue to glow up, continue to watch, read, and listen to things that lift you up. Continue to work on building your spiritual gifts, abilities, and powers. Continue to work on surrounding yourself with people that want you to win and energy that lifts everyone up. Don't be discouraged if people are jealous and upset with you because you look amazing. Um, Continue to take care of your health. You may have been looking better than ever, and you might be getting some looks, some stares, and things like that. Don't be surprised because for some of you, you do look amazing. Get the rest that you need. Take care of your bodies. Um, know that sometimes your bodies are working on things, and this may be a period of rest because soon you will have to go, and you need to be able to do it because there's going to be a lot of success. You're going to need to do the work to get the rewards. All right, y'all, and I want to bring you another video soon. As always, happy lightning fast manifesting. I'm gonna talk to y'all soon. Love y'all. Bye for now.